Hey everybody, it's Pat. So I want to give a little bit of an update on the simulator. It's been several months now since I've had it set up. Actually, it's closer to a year. I'm going to go over a few things. One of them is, here's my wife. She's going to help me out here today. The TV and how simulators are not foolproof. And they're, someone once said if the ball will find a flaw, it will find the flaw. And I can tell you right now, it found a flaw. So here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to go over the turf, how that's holding up. I want to talk a little bit about the projector. Got a new accessory, really cheap, off of Amazon, which is really nice. Helps with the spotlight. And I want to go through just a little setup things. So here we go. First thing I want to talk about is my beautiful TV out here and how lovely it looks. How lovely does that look?
Not lovely, but we're not getting a new one.
No, we're not going to buy a new one just yet. So I convinced my wife to come out and play with the kids and I one night, and she came out and hit 2 balls, and that was the second ball right there. Keep in mind, we are not hitting towards that screen. We are hitting towards this screen, which leads us into flaw number 1 that I had with the golf simulator. So if you want to lift that up there, babe.
A little bar that it bounced off of.
Yep, so she hit it a little low. And I had, the sports screen has a metal bar at the bottom of it.
To weigh it down.
And a lot of these impact screens, a lot of the hitting screens have it. I actually had the screen in front of the AstroTurf. So the turf was underneath it.
The ball back.
And yep, that's from one of my bad shots earlier. And so what I've started doing now is I put the turf in front, like so, and I drop the hitting mat over it. And since then, that has solved all of our issues that we had with that bar. What happened, basically, she drove it, hit the bar, bounced back. We're lucky it didn't hit her in the head.
Yeah.
And it hit the TV, and it broke our TV. So that's okay. Everyone's in the market for a new TV at some point. We'll get there sooner than later.
Projector screen.
Yeah, my wife thinks we should get a protector screen for it. I think we just foolproof so nothing comes back and hits us in the head. I haven't told her this yet, but I actually almost hit myself in the head doing the same thing the other day. So now I'm putting the turf in front of the sports screen and then the impact screen on the other side. And like I said, so far it's not been an issue. So let's go ahead and go to flaw number 2 with my golf simulator. Every golf ball will find the hole in the golf simulator. Mine happens to go this direction right here, just to the right-hand side. I do hit more on the right of my simulator because if I move my positioning back, I'm worried I'm going to hit the ceiling there. Again, I'm 6'7". I don't want to feel limited when I swing. So let's go ahead and look at what we have over here. Luckily, it's just drywall, but you can see right there a few little nicks. Not even, I don't know if you want to call them a ding, but yeah, the ball made its way through the net, through the side. I have tried using like the paper clips to hold it on. At the end of the day, some just sneak through. I'm not horribly worried about it. When the screen is up and everything's all put away, this whole thing collapses over here, and I hang it up on this hook here, and it hangs down right in front of it. You can't even see it. At some point, I'll run some, drywall patching over it. I'm just not overly worried about it. So that is where most of the balls have gone, and they leak through. Some of them leak through down here too. Again, it's just figuring out a way to kind of secure the netting a little bit more to the screen on this side. Probably wouldn't be a problem if you don't hit so close to the right-hand side, but that's what we have with our simulator right now. So let's go ahead and move on to some other items. Let's talk about the turf. We have had this turf now going on a year. I took this outside on my driveway and I actually ran my pressure washer on it, and it looks absolutely brand new. During the wintertime, when the cars would park on top of it and it would be snowing, all I did was blow it off after everything dried out, and it still held up really, really well. Now that I've washed it off with my pressure washer, I don't think I'm going to have to buy new turf anytime soon. So this has lasted us a year, and we have driven a Hummer on top of it, a Tesla, really heavy vehicles, and we're super happy with it. What are you thinking?
Oh, I would say, well, if we know it's like a really bad storm and the cars are just like covered and caked in snow, then you've rolled it up to the one side just so it doesn't absorb everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
But that's like few and far between.
Yeah, yep. So like if it's just like a small little bit of snow, I leave it out. If the vehicles are just caked in nastiness, that's when I'll typically try to roll it up and not destroy it as much. But this has held up really, really well. I'm really impressed with the turf. I didn't run the pressure washer over my hitting mat, but all I did was I actually switched it from where my wife's feet are, that side there. You can see it. And I moved it over here. So yeah, really happy with this turf. Definitely worth the investment. I was kind of hopeful that I'd have to throw it away and get a bigger piece for the whole garage, but it's holding up. So we'll just keep it and go from there. So let's talk about the light here. There's one thing that everybody seems to have is a little spotlight for putting the balls down. You mind teeing the ball up really quick, babe?
Oh.
So it's been nice. I had never used one before, but it actually allows you to see the ball really well, see your club face, and go ahead and hold the driver up to it. And you can see, I mean, just really nice projection. So this thing, I want to say was like 20 bucks off of Amazon. It came with a little mounting bracket that you can see there. And I actually have it plugged into my Lutron here so I can tell my home automation, let's go play golf. Turns on the light, turns on all the TVs, turns on my projector. Everything turns on. Supposedly, I can also program my sports screen to come down at the exact same time I say that. I haven't programmed that yet, but we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot. One cool thing that you can do with this is you can actually change the colors if you wanted to. Not that anyone playing golf would want to, but yeah, it's a fun little thing. The kids got really excited when I changed the colors, and I wanna say they have a strobe effect in case we wanna induce a seizure for somebody. You can change the brightness of it. You can turn it up, turn it down. So I thought it was just a super flexible light, and I've been really happy with it. It seems to just make the simulator a lot more fun. Still using the Garmin R10. My battery's running low because I've had it on all day today, and I haven't charged it in a few weeks, and still running my simulator off my iPad and AirPlane to Apple TVs. I have 2 of them. Right now I have that splitter that allows me to project to the TV here, as well as the projector here, the same signal. But if I wanted to, I could, earlier today I was watching Formula One up here, and then I was hitting into the screen right here. I also did discover that my projector does have a brightness setting that I couldn't find before. ChatGPT helped me out, and we found it. And we got it turned up to a pretty good level, got everything focused. Again, you can see that it's still not the brightest, but given that this throw distance is 20 feet away right here, that's not horrible. I'm gonna go ahead and open my garage door. And you're gonna see real quick that with the garage door open, oh yeah. Do have this up top here. So now that the garage door is open, you can see it's really hard to see. We typically leave the garage door open during the day. The kids come and hang out here. We got a little table that we just set up with some chairs, and yeah, we'll all just hang out here and play out. The kids will play outside, and if I want to watch what's happening on the simulator more, I'll just look at the TV behind. But you can see with the garage door open, it's pretty washed out. I imagine that any projector is going to struggle with the garage door like this open. And you can see with these blackout curtains here, I'm not going to call them blackout curtains. I mean, I can see through the curtains here with the sun. So yep, it's still not a bad setup though. Let me know if you have any questions and what your thoughts are. And we're gonna go ahead and hit a few golf balls here to show you what it looks like. Thanks, everyone. That one. Oh. Ooh, 27 degrees. That's bad. Oh. Man, thought that one had a chance. All right, this is it right here. 300 yards, carry, actually total. Nope. Oh well.